One look at some of the newest additions to South Dakota State University makes it clear. Ag-related education is changing.
We're doing things that are just really relevant to all the major grand challenges that face society today. And it's probably never been a more exciting time to be in this type of a college for a student in the future than it is today.
There are 2,000 undergraduates and 300 graduate students spread across 23 different majors in the College of Agriculture, Food, and Environmental Science. They're learning in some of the most state-of-the-art facilities you'll find anywhere. Like this, the newly expanded Animal Disease Research and Diagnostic Laboratory.
It is probably the most high-tech, modern facility between Minneapolis and Denver for this type of work.
The lab does research and testing around animal diseases, about 500,000 tests every year. It just completed an 80,000 square foot expansion that allows for more testing and a biosafety level 3 lab. Much of the research here is on infectious diseases that can be passed between animals and humans.
Research on influenza, vaccine development, looking at the microbiome and different bacterial species that might be able to exclude various pathogens. So we also develop new tests as well as new reagents to be able to detect various animal diseases.
Students are highly involved.
They get to work with our researchers in developing new technologies, new diagnostic tests. And so these students are getting a lot of job opportunities in the biotech industry, for example, the animal health industry.
There's also a lot of education that happens in this building, especially for future veterinarians.
We teach small animal medicine, small animal surgery, but then also large animal medicine, large animal surgery, epidemiology, any number of science-type courses that are needed to practice veterinary medicine.
That's Ellie Moon's goal. The Wall High School graduate is an animal science student who plans to become a veterinarian.
I love my program. We're one of the programs that is the most hands-on opportunity. So all of our animal units are within, I think it's 2 miles of campus. So it's just a trek to whatever unit you want to go to. And then all of our labs are very hands-on.
She's also working in the lab, helping perform animal autopsies.
We are one of the only universities that allows undergraduate people to be in this position, and it's just a fantastic opportunity. You actually get to sit there and watch the pathologists do their autopsy, essentially.
Some students go on to get jobs here, where the lab employs about 60 people, while others find work in a number of different companies.
Especially in biologics companies, vaccine companies, because again, they get a lot of experience here with that type of work already.
More in-demand workers are being educated just up the road.
It is the state-of-the-art Swine Unit for providing educational opportunities for undergraduate students and graduate students, and also an outstanding platform to support our swine research program.
The Swine Education and Research Facility opened a few years ago. Here, students learn how to manage the animals' nutrition and health, as well as their facilities.
So our classroom designed so we can bring a pig into the classroom, but we also take the students into the barn itself, and those students literally have a chance to get their hands on a pig and be part of all of the processing steps.
It's a working unit that farrows an average of 24 sows each month.
And that's so we have groups of pigs that better fit our research needs. We do a lot of nutrition-based research. We also do some physiology research.
The building is the only one like it in that it's designed to bring the public in. Visitors can view the unit from a hallway without going through biosecurity. It's been pivotal for student recruiting, too.
We've increased from 400 to 450 undergraduates in animal science in the last 5 years. And certainly the availability of this facility has been critical to that. So students from all over the upper Midwest, certainly Minnesota, and Iowa, Nebraska, come to South Dakota because if they're interested in the pig industry, we can provide them a hands-on opportunity because of this facility that is much different from any place else they would go.
Caitlin Zemer is one of them. The Wisconsin native did her undergraduate work close to home, but moved to SDSU for graduate school.
Here it's more modernized, and technology is out of this world. With some of the stuff that we have in this barn, there's nothing else like it. And so just the opportunity to learn and grow in such a high-tech environment, there was no other choice than to stay here.
She now gives virtual tours to everyone from prospective students to major corporations.
We're bringing people into the barn via my cell phone, just talking to different groups and different industry people, from cooks, dietitians, nurses, just a lot of people that aren't connected with agriculture, and bringing them in to kind of open their eyes to see what's happening inside of our barns and give them a better picture of where their food comes from and how it's produced.
We are trying to be very relevant to the industry growth in this region, and this part of the country and South Dakota in particular, we are seeing a lot of opportunity and economic growth potential in the livestock industries.
And the building is far from over at SDSU. It was the first university in the country to develop a 4-year degree in precision agriculture, and soon will add a first-of-its-kind building. The new Raven Precision Agriculture Center is set to open in 2021.
On the production agriculture side, for example, that is really evolving very rapidly, and technology has been applied in the past, but it's being applied at much greater levels and at much more rapid pace now.
Even before moving into the new building, students are signing up for this hands-on program that's preparing them for a wide variety of next-generation agriculture jobs.
They can go in all types of different directions, and we're getting a lot of interest from those types of companies for our students. So right now we went from 0 students in a major because it's brand new, and we now have 96 majors in the program as of today, and 85 minors in the program. So it's growing very rapidly, and there's a lot of interest in it.